A new episode of the podcast. It's a Wednesday. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. Whether you're listening on iTunes, Spotify, you can watch the show on YouTube. That's right. We post it up there. And you can always go to seanslife.com for the links to these things, but also the direct link if you just want to listen to it, to go to old-fashioned way by clicking a link, an MP3 link, and just letting that bad boy fly. You can do that as well. So thank you for tuning in today. And thanks to the people who are leaving the reviews on iTunes. Our goal is to get to 100 reviews by the end of the year. We are on our way slowly but slowly. And then, of course, thanks to the people who are spreading the word by just telling other people, hey, you should give it a listen. I appreciate that. You can always reach out to the show at Sean T. Widmer on Twitter, at Sean T. Widmer on Instagram. Thank you. Okay, I've got to get into what show has replaced, it took 24 hours, but the show that is coming in hot after WandaVision and filling my TV void. We'll get into that here in a second. But I wanted to, first of all, give you the stories you need to know today to head into your day, a Wednesday. The internet is hooking you up today, people. The internet is hooking you up. Now, technically, one of these the internet hooked you up with yesterday, but for the 4 people who didn't see it, this is for you. If you did not see the Lawyer Cat video yesterday, find it. Just type in Lawyer Cat into Google. It's going to be the first couple thousand links that come up. There's a Zoom call for a court case where there is a judge looking very judgy. He looks professional. Another lawyer who looks like Colonel Sanders' brother, maybe a little down on his luck. Colonel Sanders' brother who might be going through a tough time. He's there, ready to rock and roll, ready to either defend or prosecute. He's ready to do something lawyery. And then the third screen is the final lawyer who is using his secretary's computer, and that lady who proved her worth yesterday to him by allowing him to use her Zoom, her computer, where apparently she's just been making calls in the office as a cat because it's a cat filter where the eyes move around, and the second lawyer is a cat. The man is great. His voice is hilarious. If you did not see it, the man's voice is hilarious. He is stumbling through trying to figure out how to get this filter off. He can't figure it out, and he just tells the judge, "Look, I'm here. I'm ready to proceed." With that moment, by the way, in the I'm ready to proceed portion of the video, the other lawyer, down on his luck, Colonel Sanders, looks at the camera like, well, I'm about to win. This is good. If this is you coming in prepared to advance, we're fine. I will beat a cat in law. And then he also says, it's me. I'm here. I'm not a cat. It is fantastic. It's a great video. Just go find it. Again, the internet providing you with some fun stuff middle of the week. The other thing it's providing you is fun, but it's something else. Rebecca Black. Do we remember Rebecca Black? 10 years ago today, February 10th, 2011, Rebecca Black released a little single to YouTube called Friday. That was 10 years ago today. And that was not a great song. Now, I will tell you a real quick story about the song Friday. I believe I was there when that song was written. You'll remember Friday caused a lot of controversy in Rebecca Black's life. She said it like really affected her, put her in like depression. It was bad. Her mom got in a huge fight with the company that made the song about the rights to the song. It was just a nightmare. I'm sure it was tough. Rebecca Black was 13 at the time. So, you're going through school. She probably took a lot of backlash from it. I'm happy to see that 10 years later, she can realize, oh, that song got me in the spotlight. And I learned this today about Rebecca Black. She's got 23 singles out, 23. So there's another thing. You're welcome. Go enjoy yourself some Rebecca Black today. But I'm glad she was able to look back now 10 years later as a 23-year-old and go, oh, you know what? That song made me some success. I'm going to remix it. I'm going to throw an ode to the thing that got me internet famous, which it got her super internet famous. If you remember that song, again, came out February 10th, 2011. It had 1,000 views in the first month in February. Not a lot of views. It was like, although it had 1,000 more views than my YouTube videos are getting. So props to you, Rebecca Black. And then all of a sudden in March, it hit just the right time. The right person saw it, shared it on Twitter, and it got to #1 trending on Twitter, and that video blew up. It was the #1 watched video on YouTube in 2011. #1. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. There's a lot of great content on YouTube. Rebecca Black's Friday was #1. And I mentioned, I think I was there when it was written because the writer of Friday, and if you remember, take yourself back 10 years, you're watching Friday. There's the dude who raps in the car, in the convertible. That man's name is Patrice. That man wrote the song Friday. He worked for Arc Music. That man was married to my sister's best friend, Christina. Patrice, our guy. And every Christmas, the Widmer family gets together with the Pike family for game night. My dad and Christina's dad, Raj, are best buds. So we've been getting together at the Pikes forever. That's what happens when your dads are best friends. And my sister ends up being best friends with his daughter. So Christina and Aaron are best friends. And Christina's husband is Patrice. So we go over to the Pikes house, and this would have been 2010. We would have gone over Christmas of 2010. And Patrice is there. He's not playing games with us. No, because he's in the other room writing music. Now, he shows my brother-in-law, Reed, and I one of his latest songs, some Butterfly song. And believe it or not, it wasn't great. But he would write these songs, and then parents of like rich kids would just pay him a bunch of money to take their kid away for a day. They would record the song and they'd make a music video for it. Kind of cool. It's kind of a cool premise. I know I throw some fun at it, but it's a neat premise. It lets these kids do something really cool. They get to make a music video. They get to make a song, professionally record it. I could think back to myself as a 13-year-old thinking that would be really awesome. But he wrote a song the night we were all there. I'm just assuming that song's Friday. I'm assuming that he got a lot of motivation with his ears peaked listening to me drop some crazy jokes at the game table one room away. So Friday, the remix though came out today. 10 Years remix comes out today. If you thought Friday was bad, do not go find the remix. Somehow Rebecca Black took a song that was number 1 on YouTube that has been a pop culture theme for 10 years. 10 years. You will still hear people on a Friday. If you say, oh man, it's Friday, someone will say, it's Friday, Friday. I got to get down on Friday still. She made it 50 times worse. The remix is awful. First of all, there's an F-bomb the first 8 seconds in with a hype man. And then it goes into super speed chipmunk mode. It is awful. So congratulations, Rebecca Black. New remix for Friday released today. You're welcome. The internet's hooking you up. Okay, quickly, I wanted to discuss the show that has replaced. It hasn't replaced it. I'm still watching WandaVision. I had a void in my TV watching heart after Queen's Gambit. And I filled it with WandaVision over the weekend and caught up on that. But that releases every Friday. Friday, got to get WandaVision on Friday. And did I already mention the fact that I screwed up yesterday? WandaVision. My brain's all over the place. Let me cough for a second. Excuse me. Did I already tell you I messed up yesterday? I want to get the corrections department out there. Scarlet Witch is Elizabeth Olsen's character. Red Witch, which I called her all day yesterday, is the hot chick from Game of Thrones. So that was my bad. Anyways, I had that void after Queen's Gambit. I filled it with WandaVision. That's only on Friday, so I was like, well, I need some more. I went to my DVR, and a show that I had not been catching up on in the last 5 years is on my DVR. And I go, why did I stop watching it? Because it's one of my favorite shows ever. It's the best, man. It is the best in its genre. It's the best in its genre. It's been on since 1998. The Challenge Season 36. I have not watched The Challenge, like I said, in 5 or 6 years. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I never got burnt out on the show The Challenge. MTV's The Challenge, the other show on MTV besides Ridiculousness. It never got repetitive to me. The characters were always fun to me. I just stopped watching, and I don't know why. So I started it last night. Challenge Season 36. Double Agents. And good Lord, 1 episode in, I am hooked. All the way hooked. It's still the best show. It's the king of reality shows. And if you don't believe me, because I'm a Survivor guy, I think Survivor is my favorite show. Challenge is better than Survivor. It's hard to say, but it's true. And one of the reasons I know this is Survivor contestants end up going on the Challenge. Challenge contestants don't go on Survivor. Challenge is the pinnacle. It's like NBA players don't go play in the G League. G League players work their way up into the Challenge. There's a bunch of Survivor contestants on this season. Natalie's on it this season. Amber's on it this season. Not Amber, Rob's wife. Oh, no, Amber was from Big Brother. I'm sorry. There's some Big Brother contestants on there also. Fessy's on it. Josh is on it. Jay is the other person from Survivor who's on this season. He was on Millennials vs. Gen X. But you've got all these names from other reality shows on here. Lolo Jones is on this season. U.S. Olympian Lolo Jones is on. Excuse me? You're telling me they don't get the best of the best? And then the thing that blew my mind, I'm watching the show that has been on since 1998. I'm watching a show that from 2005 to about 2015, I never missed an episode of. CT is back. Anissa is back. CT is from Real World Paris back in the early 2000s. Aneesa is from Real World Chicago even earlier than CT. That had to be 2001, 2002. The season Kyle Brandt was on, who is producer for Jim Rome's radio show and now is on NFL Network. Excuse me while I cough. My throat is dry. It's not, well, I don't know what it is. It's just dry. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. That's what it is. So this show is fantastic. I'm all in on it. If you are a challenge fan, if you're watching this season, I'm here to talk about it. Now, I'm only done with season 1. I'm going to power through a couple more episodes, or I'm only through episode 1. I'm going to power through a couple more episodes today, okay, and get caught up here so we can talk. My Twitter is at Sean T. Widmer. My Instagram is at Sean T. Widmer. Slide into my DMs if you're watching this show. Let me know if I need to be excited about it. I love the setup for the season, so I'm in on the challenge. Welcome back. I'm welcoming myself back to the challenge. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you can go find these videos. Again, go find the lawyer video if you haven't seen it as quick as possible. And then, with a little more trepidation, approach the Rebecca Black Friday remix because it's terrible. So go in knowing that. Don't go in excited that Rebecca Black released a remix of Friday that was going to be just as cool and catchy as the 2011 version. But I still think you need to listen to it. All right, have a great day, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Darnay Tripp's coming on tomorrow. We've got a really, really important topic to discuss tomorrow. You may have heard of, is a hot dog a sandwich? That is minor compared to the issues Darnay and I are going to discuss tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.